Hello everyone, welcome to Lila Bradley's Kitchen. I am back in the kitchen again. Today I am going to be preparing some black-eyed peas, okra and tomatoes with bell peppers, different colors in it, and cornbread with some baked chicken. So I just wanted to greet you this morning and welcome you to my channel. If you have not already subscribed, please do so, like, share, and hit the notification button so you'll be aware when I come up with another video. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I have my black-eyed peas. I soaked them overnight so they won't take so long to cook. And I'm just about to add the seasonings to it. What I have here is a teaspoon and a half of bay leaf, ground bay leaf, and I have a teaspoon of granulated garlic in here. Also, I have 2 tablespoons of marjoram and 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. So I'm going to dump that in. I always put my salt in last because I've always been told if you put the salt in the beginning, it takes longer for the beans to cook. So I always add my salt last for most of my foods. And I shall return. Alright, I am back. I decided that I'm going to use my big skillet to stir fry some veggies, because I need some for my okra, and I'm going to also put some in my black-eyed peas. So I'm going to use a little bit of grapeseed oil for that. I love using peppers, onions, garlic. Let my skillet get hot while I gather my ingredients. I've already got it all cut up. Need to move my light. Alrighty, here I have some jalapeno peppers, some sweet onion, some little bit over half a cup. And this is the same, some yellow bell pepper, just a little bit over half a cup. And this is probably half a cup of the red and the orange. And here I have some less than a half a cup of green bell peppers. Mama say get it all out, so I be sure to get it all out. And this is my okra that I'm going to be using. It's just about 2 cups in here. This is fresh okra. And I shall return. Alrighty, I am back. And I have put some of the peppers in my black-eyed peas. As you can see, maybe you can't, but I'll make sure you can. Now you can see. And I am going to leave the rest for my okra. I have just about 2 cups of tomatoes here. then I'm going to sprinkle a little of sassafras leaf. I'm not going to measure this. I'm just going to dump it in. I would say that's a good tablespoonful. I am going to put some of this granulated garlic in here. This thing doesn't put out much at one time, so it may look like I'm putting a lot, but it's really not that much. And now for the okra. Okra is one of my favorite vegetables, because like I said in another one of my videos, it's a mild laxative, and I enjoy the flavor also, not just for that purpose. Okay, I'll cover that back up. Let that simmer. And now I'm going to add some more water to my black eyed peas. Better get 2 pot holders. This is a whole pound bag that I did. I decided I would just do the whole bag because I like to cook in abundance and freeze things. I don't do too much with freezing my okra once it's thawed out, if it has been frozen, but this is fresh, so I won't even freeze that. We will eat this up, me and my son. There won't be any left because he loves vegetables too, although he's a junk food eater, but he loves when Mama cooks because he grew up eating a lot of vegetables. And I shall return. Alrighty, I am back, and what I'm going to do now is just really simple, but I'm in love with this Zatarain's yellow rice. It tastes really good. I don't eat this often, but probably too often than I should, because everything comes in a box is probably not the best, but every now and then I will have some of the not the best. I ain't gonna lie. All I have to do here is just dump this in my pot. Put this camera down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Here's my saucepan. I think you can see it a little bit better. Well, anyway, 2.5 cups of water is what I'm going to put in here. That's what the box calls for. And here's your little packet. I'm just going to dump that out and move this around a little bit closer. And I will put 2 tablespoons of this organic grass-fed butter in here. I don't eat a lot of fatty foods, so they say you need a little fat. I don't know how true that is, but anyway, I love butter, so I try to believe it anyway. But that's all you do to this. Sit it on the burner. Turn it up on high. Once it starts to boil, all I have to do is turn it down on the lowest, simmer very, very low. Let it simmer for 25 minutes, and it's ready. So That makes life a little bit simpler, especially with me. I'm in the kitchen all the time. I love making my own food. And when I'm really offered to it, I can make my own yellow rice. But when I'm trying to do a quickie, like today, I just go ahead and use the package. I like Zataran's rice, I ain't gonna lie. They have different flavors. I tried one the other day for the very first time. It's for gumbo. And it has all the seasonings in it, although I added more because I like a lot of seasonings like peppers and onions and garlic and things like that. So it came out really, really good. I had some sausage, chicken, and some jumbo shrimp that I added to it, and it was very, very tasty. I still love my seafood and my chicken. Those are the only two meats, other than the sausage. Now, the sausage was only God knows what was in that. But I took a chance and ate some of that anyway. I haven't had sausage in, maybe, about a couple of years. But I did it this time. And once this is all gone, once I eat my gumbo, because I have 2 bags of it in the freezer, once I eat that, I will get off the sausage again, because they do have sausage. Those bags have some sausage in it, because I know that that's not good for me. But anyway, this is what I'm making today. Now I've got to wash my chicken and get it ready, and I will be back. Alrighty, I am now getting ready to season my chicken. I have the oven heating for 35 minutes on 350. Usually it takes about that much time. I'm getting ready to put some garlic powder on it now. I'm generous with my seasoning, so. I hold back on the salt, but everything else I'm heavy-handed on. I'm going to put some smoked paprika on here. What I have in here is drumsticks and chicken breasts. My son loves the drumsticks and I love the breasts, so. And here I have some Famous Dave's country roast chicken seasoning. It really gives it a good flavor. I don't always use this when I bake chicken, but I'm using it today. Sometimes I just put my own seasonings on without any commercial type seasonings. So now I'm going to turn this over. Well, I'm going to put a little bit of Slap Your Mama on here. I might as well do it up good today. And all this is black pepper, red pepper, sea salt, and garlic. One moment. I had my timer set for 15 minutes because I wanted to stir my rice. So now I need to set it for 12 minutes and the rice should be ready. I'm just going to give it a quick look. Oh, yeah. 12 minutes should do it. If not, I can always add more minutes. I'm going to check my peas again. They're looking good. I also added a little bit of tomato paste to my okra because it looked like it needed a little bit more juice, so that's what I did to that. this side. Put a little bit of garlic on it. A little bit smoked paprika. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am now back to finish this up. I want to put some of this Famous Dave's on it. And a little bit of garlic on this side. And I'm going to rub this. Wash my hands right quick. I like to sprinkle a little flour on it. One time I forgot to put the flour on it, and it really made a big difference. So I try to remember. I think I had company that day and I was talking and in a hurry and wasn't really focused on what I was doing. And it wasn't the same when it came out. There's something about that flour just, it doesn't get crispy like fried chicken, but it just gives it a really nice flavor. Now I need a clean knife. First, I like to put little slivers of butter on this. This is all skinless. I even took the skin off of the drumsticks because they did have a little skin on them, but I took it off. And if I see any visible fat, I'll take that off too. So just the way I like my chicken. My little oven just notified me and let me know it's ready. And while this is cooking, I am going to get my cornbread mix going. So everything will pretty much be ready around the same time. Because I haven't had breakfast. I've been saving my breakfast for this. Alrighty, got that taken care of. I'm going to stick that in the oven. Like I say, I have the oven set for 35 minutes on 350, and if that's not enough, I will give it some more time once I check it, once that buzzer goes off. So I will be back. Alrighty, I now have my cornbread mixture made. What I have in here is 1 1/2 cup of garbanzo bean flour that I ground myself. 1 cup of spelt flour that I also grind up, and a half a cup of cornmeal, store-bought, 2.5 cups of buttermilk, 1 egg, and a half cup of grapeseed oil. I also have 3/4 teaspoons of baking soda, not powder, but just the soda, and 1 teaspoon of sea salt. I have my oven hot. I'm going to be cooking this on 350. I'm going to start with 35 minutes. And if that doesn't do it, I'll add a few more minutes to it. But that should do it. And I will be back to show you the final results. I am back to show that everything is ready to consume. Doesn't that look delicious? It's piping hot. Here's my okra and with tomatoes and peppers. And here is that delicious yellow rice. And over here, we have a pan of beautiful cornbread. I put butter on top, so that's what the little glazed looking stuff is. And here is the baked chicken. All nice and tender, and I can almost say golden brown. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope that you enjoy this meal with me. I wish you could. And there will be more next time. So you all have a lovely evening, morning, or whatever it is where you are. And if you need any answers to this meal, how I prepared anything, please feel free to send me a message in the comments, and I will definitely get back with you with whatever answers you may have. Thanks again. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace and love.